Hi friends! It is finally April. I'm so glad that March is done with. If you watched my March update, you know that March didn't go exactly as planned, but yeah, there's no way I thought I would have went the whole entire month without a car. Like crazy. If you're new here, my name is Mishra and I create videos about all things budgeting, personal finance, and my debt-free journey, the good and the inevitable bad. I'm just gonna do my April reset. So we'll just kind of like briefly go over what happened in March, and then we'll start setting up our stuff or go over what we hope will happen in April. So let's just get into it. So I'm just gonna open up my Notion, go into my March goals, and we'll see kind of what happened for the month. So my first personal goal for March was to read 3 fiction books, which I did. So I read All Your Perfects, I read Malibu Rising, and I read Before I Let Go. So I was able to accomplish that goal, and I think 3 books is a pretty good amount to read. Okay, and so the next one was maintain healthy habits. And I think like this is something that you'll probably just see throughout my goals on a monthly basis. But so this is your sign that if you're not feeling well or you feel off or something, like go get checked out. So if you know, like in my one of my February goals was to get my blood work done because I had a requisition from last year October and I never went. So anyways, I got those results back and it turns out that I am iron deficient. So basically I am anemic. And so I didn't know all this time. So between being tired and not really being able to do anything, yeah, so got medication for it, like an iron prescription. And the first one I got though, it was just too high. So it made me sick basically. Like it made me very nauseous and it made me really sick. So I got another one that's a lower dose and that seems to be okay. So I just actually got that yesterday and it seems to be working fine. So this is your sign. If anything is off or you have like outstanding stuff from the doctor that you need to do, go and do it. Yeah, like sometimes we really do have to check out those things just to make sure that we're operating from just like a healthy body to begin with, because sometimes other stressors do come into play and you want to be as healthy as you can be to begin with so that you're better able to deal with some of these other things. So anyways, that's just a little tip or whatever. Okay, so next, social media. So post once per week. So I was able to do that. Brainstorm video ideas. So I did kind of do this. Post 4 YouTube shorts. So I definitely did not do that. So I just did not have the capacity to do anything extra than just like the basics. So I did not do that. And then content planning with Notion. So I actually did do that. And I'm really happy that I've set up something to have in place that I'm able to kind of organize some of those things. So that was really good. So I did do that. So I think my kids just started vacuuming downstairs. So if you hear extra noise, that is what that is. And so for financial goals. So continue contribution to the RESP. So I do that. That's my kids' education savings plan. So I do $75 per month. $500 in additional side income. So I did not do that. So we can't check that one off. And spend less on eating out and cook at home. That again, and you'll see later, was not something that we did. And part of it was because we had no car, but you'll just see that later. So overall, not horrible, but not 100%, but that's okay. Like honestly, I'm just kind of glad that we got some stuff accomplished in March. Okay, again, for personal, I am going to put I'm going to put 2 books. And I already have 2 books in mind. So the first book that I have rented from the library is Book Lovers. And the second book is The House Across the Lake. Honestly, books are pretty expensive. And especially if you're going through reading books really quickly, like I don't understand, but like some people, like how much money people can spend on books. Like, so anyways, I just rent them from the library online because I haven't had a chance to actually go into the library and look for physical books. But those are 2 books that I am going to read for this month. And then again, maintain healthy habits. So this means like eating properly, you know, making sure I am taking my vitamins. For social media, I still want to, I'm trying to be consistent as much as I can for this year. So I want to continue posting once per week. Obviously brainstorming videos is just another thing that's just continuous, but I think I'm going to delete posting for YouTube Shorts. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of still a goal. I'll just put post YouTube Shorts, but I won't put a number to it. So it's something that I still do want to kind of do, but I'm not going to put a number to it. And then so for financial, I do want to continue with my RESP contribution. I actually want to try and bring in 1,500, not 500. And so in order to do this, I'm actually definitely gonna have to put in a lot of extra work in order to accomplish that. But also in July, I have a business trip that I would like to go to, but I would like to generate the additional income first. So I would like to basically pay for the trip cash. So even if I don't make the 1,500 in April, I would like it to at least make it between April and May. So I don't actually have to make it all at once. I just want to be able to have the money before I go on the trip. So I haven't booked anything for the trip yet, but ideally that's what I want to do. And obviously, you know, each month in side income, I do make, like I could definitely probably cover this 1,500, but because I already used my business income as part of my budget, I want this to be like additional income. So not just my regular side income, but in addition. Okay, so spend less, eat out, spend less eating out and cooking at home. That we're gonna try again. You know, we're not gonna take that off the list. And so we've made some strides in that. So in March, because we didn't always have a car to get to the grocery store, sometimes we did end up just ordering. And so you'll see later that that part of our budget definitely was higher than normal. Okay, so for our March budget, I'm just going to highlight some things that were noticeably different. First of all, in the month of March, so our car died and we had to kind of decide what we were going to do, if we were going to fix it, if we were going to just try and buy kind of what you'd call a cash car, or if we would just buy like a totally brand new car with payments, that type of thing. So our car, the amount of repairs were probably that we knew of were probably around like $2,000. And then and outside of that, there was still something else wrong with the car because there was like oil leaking and stuff like that. So if that problem also existed, or if that also had to get fixed, if it was like a head gasket problem or something like that, that could potentially be like another $2,000. So we knew someone that had a car. And so that's what we ended up doing. We ended up purchasing that car. We didn't do that until really we didn't get the car until the very last day of March. So yeah, we basically went the whole month without a car. So if you watch my March update, we also did acquire a new debt. So you'll see that kind of like in the April part of the budget. But so yeah, so in March, our income in general was basically the same. So there's nothing notable there. Because we were at home, like we spent a lot more on groceries. So we budgeted $600, but we actually spent $710. So that's significantly more, even though that might be kind of like average going forward, because obviously the cost of groceries have gone up. Dining out, so we budgeted $100, but we actually spent $371. And this is largely because of Uber Eats. So instead of us like driving, and even days when we wanted to like to eat out, instead of us driving to like wherever we were eating, we basically just ordered because we didn't have a car. And so I remember even one time we ordered, I swear it was like $70 just for that one order. So it was actually expensive with all the fees and delivery and like all of that stuff. So yeah, $371. And so fuel, because we didn't have a car, and so the first part of the month we were just kind of getting rides. So like I would like say ask my sister for a ride to work or to drop my son to school or whatever. So we were doing that for the first part. And then after that, it was like, okay, we really need a car, because it was just like, we can't be asking for rides every single day. So we ended up renting a car. So we did that. And then the final week, I was able to borrow a car. So, yeah, so we only spent $98 on gas. So we normally budget at $400, but we spent $98. So obviously we were able to save some money there in the month of March. So that was good. Other than that, nothing too notable for the month of March, but those were the main areas that were a lot different from what we had budgeted. Okay, so for our April budget, on the income side, nothing too different. Our budgeted income is going to be $6,186. Our Canada Child Benefit, which is the money that we get from the government. Actually, I did my taxes, so in July, this will be going up, so that's pretty good. So for bookkeeping for this month, I estimate I should be bringing in $1,200. For financial services, so I'm just gonna say $50. Obviously, in my goals, I put $1,500, but I'm not gonna budget the $1,500, especially because I want to use it for something specific. But I'm not gonna budget any additional money for that, if that makes sense, because I don't want to like overestimate my budget. Other income, oh, $200. So we're supposed to get in Ontario this climate incentive action credit, I guess, in April, and it should be around $200. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'll end up getting it or not because of when I filed my taxes, but I will get it eventually, just it may not be in April. And then the other thing is, so since over the last 2 years in Ontario, we don't pay for our license plate anymore to renew it. We used to, but anyone basically from March of 2020 who paid the sticker or paid to renew their car during that time got a refund. So I had some parking tickets from when my husband used to be do courier work or whatever, that were not paid. So we paid them on March 31st in order to get our other car. And that was actually the last day of the program. So I should be getting a refund for my license plate sticker, and it should be around $600. So I'm just putting it over here because, again, I'm not budgeting it because I'm not sure exactly when I'll receive it. And then because it was the last day of the program and the checks are issued automatically, I should be getting it. But if something goes wrong, maybe I won't. So I'm not going to add it in my budget, but that's potentially money that I will be getting. And if I do get it, I actually might take that money and put it towards my trip. So yeah, so our total income for the month should be $7,982. And then if we go down to our bills, so again, nothing too crazy here. Everything pretty standard. Our utilities, $55. Again, this is another form of utilities, $270. Our rent is $2,422, but then we also have to pay for a parking spot, which is $80. Our internet is $113. And so we have internet and cable, but we don't really use our cable. We just use our internet. So when it comes time to renew, I think in April or May, we'll kind of see what the fees are like because we don't really need cable TV. If we're able just to get an internet package that's similar, that should be fine. And then insurance, this is just additional insurance that we pay for our family. And then subs. So $175 is how much I pay for subscriptions every month, but this also includes my QuickBooks subscription. So that's the majority of it. It's about $100 or maybe just a little bit over $100. Other than that, Dropbox and like Netflix, Spotify, those things we pay for. Hence why I guess we don't really watch that much TV, like cable TV, because we have Netflix and I think we might have Disney Plus. We canceled it, but I can't remember if we put it back or not. And then State Farm. So last month I had budgeted $220, but I put $250 just because I did get a different car. So I'm not sure if the rate might change a little bit. So yeah, I just put it up there a little bit. And then our cell phone bill is $275. And so in the month of April, no, so it'll probably be by the month of May. This will change a little bit. But yeah, so this is what it's at for now. And then moving on to our debt. So, obviously I'll go into more detail into this, but we still don't have a payment for our Nissan for this month. Yeah, so anyways, that's $0. So for our credit card, I have one credit card. The minimum payment is a little bit less than $175, but I'm just going to keep it at $175. So every month, even though the minimum payment will go down a little bit, I'll just keep paying $175. So little bits will be paid down every month on top of just like the minimum payment. American Express, I think the minimum payment for this now is about $9, but I'm still just going to put $20. We have two consolidation loans. One is $473 and the other is $740. And then, so this is the new loan that we have. So basically every month the payment is $290 going forward. And so I think this will be like this for, yeah, we'll just have that loan for the next little while. Moving up to our variable expenses. So last month in groceries, we obviously went over. I think I'm going to increase our grocery budget to $700. And then dining out, I'm still going to keep it $100. I really do want to try and make more meals at home because number one, it's just way healthier for us and it's just way more affordable. And so I did yesterday go to Costco and get like an order of just like snacks. So we have them in bulk because I find when you get like the smaller, like I have 3 kids, you get like a small pack of like 5 granola bars and that's gone in like one day, right? So this time I'm like, okay, let me go and get some stuff in bulk and then we can kind of keep things out of eye view and hopefully our kids don't eat through everything so much. So there's that. Fuel, $400. So we're going to keep that at this at that. Before, when we had our BMW, I was budgeting $400 and we were pretty much staying on par with that. But our new car, so we got a Honda Accord. The BMW took premium gas. So we were paying like $1.70, say, for gas per liter. And now we'll be paying closer to like $1.40 something because our new car takes regular gas. So there should be some savings there, but I'm going to just continue to budget $400. And then for pets, we always budget $400 because this takes care of our dog food, our fish food, our lizard food, all of that stuff. So $400. And then miscellaneous, I always just budget $200 just to kind of have a little bit of buffer in our account just in case. And then for kids, I'm budgeting $100 because it is my daughter's birthday. So last month, 2 of our daughters had a birthday, and now this month in April, our other daughter has a birthday. So I'm gonna just try and keep it to $100, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. And so actually, let me just see, there's $32. I'm actually gonna add that $132.50 to here. So this zero outs our budget because I think my one daughter does have a birthday party, so I'll probably have to get an additional gift at the end of the month. And so one thing that I didn't mention, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but maybe I have, but so I have an account that is just there and that's kind of where my emergency fund is. So obviously we've had a lot of things going on. We've had to like replenish it, use it, that type of thing, but I have $150 that gets automatically from our pay gets put into that account. So I'm just gonna, so over here we just have an emergency fund. So $150 I've and it comes right from my payroll directly to that bank account. So I actually don't see it. I don't have a debit card for that account. It's just held at a credit union. And then the other thing that is part of that is any like tax credits I get from the government. That's the account that it's set up to go to. So yeah, so basically I just have money that's automatically going over there and that I don't really have to think about, and hopefully it will just continue to grow. So luckily with my whole car situation, I didn't have to touch any of the money in there. And I think right now there's around $450. So it's not a lot, but it is growing every month. So I just want to make sure that I am putting something aside for when, you know, if just in case anything might come up. So that is basically our budget for the month. We've zeroed it out. Hopefully we do, or we are able to get some additional income for the month. But if we don't, you know, that's okay too. So yeah, hopefully we can kind of stick to this budget, or at least stay somewhere around where it's supposed to be. And yeah, so that's our budget. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.